reforms faces massive backlash. At BJP state executive meeting in Kolkata, Suvendu gives a call for Jo Hamare Saath, Hum Unke Saath. Secret tunnel connecting to canal unearthed underneath fake gold idol dealers' house in Bengal.
मेरा असम में मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 40% हो चुका है। 1951 में 12%। हम जिला की जिला खो चुका है। तो मेरे लिए ये मुद्दा पॉलिटिकल नहीं है, मेरे लिए ये जीना और मरने का मुद्दा है।
Assam Chief Minister makes a big claim, says Muslim population is on the rise and it's a matter of life and death. Huge infighting in the UP BJP as Yogi seeks major change in the cabinet. UP BJP chief offers to tender resignation. And we begin on This is Exclusive with Uttar Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya met the BJP's National President JP Nadda in Delhi as the party prepares a strategy ahead of the by-polls to 10 assembly seats in the state. Now they are all talks of possible infighting in the UP BJP. In the same regard, we are also showing you shots that we're getting of Yogi Adityanath meeting the governor and holding key meet with his ministers. I want to go across to Madhurima for all those details. Madhurima, there seems to be a lot of infighting within the BJP. There's also strategy talk ahead of the by-polls. Give us more details.
Well, Rhythm, throughout the day today, there were multiple meetings that were conducted here in the national capital and there in the capital of Uttar Pradesh as well, in Lucknow, where, like you very rightly pointed out, yes, there was a little bit of infighting that came to fore today in front of the media. And at the same time, we saw Yogi Adityanath keeping a strong foot forward when he went to meet the governor of Uttar Pradesh. And now we have these exclusive visuals of the cabinet meeting of Uttar Pradesh that is underway. And in this crucial cabinet meeting, Yogi Adityanath is going to pull up all the non-performers to make sure that his stakes are solid for the future as well. Rhythm, back to you.
All right, thank you for giving us those details, Madhurima. It's a top focus that we'll continue tracking right here on Republic TV. And it's very clear that meetings are happening as we are speaking. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath holding the cabinet meeting and also met the governor just before that. It's breaking right here that earlier also Bhupendra Chaudhary has also now been told that he has to step down after 2 months. There will be a new Uttar Pradesh BJP chief. The other top focus, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma called the changing demography of the state a big issue for him. Speaking on rising Muslim population of the northeastern state, Himanta Biswa Sarma has stated that it has reached 40% and that it's a matter of life and death. Listen in.
बदलते डेमोग्राफी मेरे लिए, मैं असम से आया हूँ, ये मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है। इसलिए मैं असम में, बंगाल में हर दिन मेरा असम में मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 40% हो चुका है। 1951 में 12%। आज असम में मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 40%। हम जिला की जिला खो चुका है। तो मेरे लिए ये मुद्दा पॉलिटिकल नहीं है, मेरे लिए ये जीना और मरने का मुद्दा है। इसलिए मैंने उसका साथ ही हर दिन संघर्ष करता हूँ। बदलते डेमोग्राफी मेरे लिए, मैं असम से आया हूँ, ये मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है। इसलिए मैं असम में, बंगाल में हर दिन मेरा असम में मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 40% हो चुका है। 1951 में 12%। आज असम में मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 40%। हम जिला की जिला खो चुका है। तो मेरे लिए ये मुद्दा पॉलिटिकल नहीं है, मेरे लिए ये जीना और मरने का मुद्दा है। इसलिए मैंने उसका साथ ही हर दिन संघर्ष करता हूं।
Meanwhile, Republic Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami spoke exclusively to Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma. Listen in to that exclusive conversation.
Himanta, this is Arnab here. Your statement that the population of Assam has reached 40% and that it is a matter of life and death is the number one talking point in the country today. Why have you made this statement and on what basis are you talking about a 40% figure, Mr. Sharma?
No, Arnab, I am speaking on the basis of 2011 census and whatever percentage you can add on the basis of census. So in every 10 years, Assam witnessed growth of Muslim population by 30%. 30%. So that's the basis of the calculation. It is a simple calculation. So maybe I am little bit conservative. The total Muslim population might have crossed 40%. Out of that, 3 to 4% will be the original indigenous Assamese Muslim, and 36 to 37% will be the Muslim who has come from Bangladesh at various different time span.
You are saying 36% of Assam's
Yes.
population could be of illegal infiltrators from Assam, from Bangladesh?
Look, it is difficult to, if I am a chief minister, I cannot say illegal because many of the people has come prior to 1971. Many of the people has come post 1971. But the fact remains that 36% of Assam Muslims has their roots in the present day Bangladesh.
And the total population of Muslims in Assam is over 40%.
Yeah, the total population of Muslim in Assam will
Hindi
be
mein transfer
roughly
karo.
around, roughly it will be around 1.4 crores.
सवाल मेरा ये है, I want my question to you is, you have said, आपने कहा है ये लाइफ एंड डेथ इशू है, आपके लिए जीवन और मृत्यु का मामला है. आपने ऐसे क्यों कहा है? क्या आप जी
असम, बंगाल, झारखंड यही प्रदेशों में, पूर्व भारत का यही सारे प्रदेशों में डेमोग्राफी फास्ट चेंज हो रहा है, इंक्लूडिंग त्रिपुरा. असम में आज मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 40% हो चुका है और ये 40% में 3 और 4% होगा जो ओरिजिनल असमीज मुसलमान है. बाकी 36% मुसलमान है जो बांग्लादेश का रंगपुर, मयमनसिंह और सिलेट जिला से माइग्रेट करते हुए असम में आया है पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस.
तो ये आपके लिए एक तरह से थ्रेट क्यों है हिमंता जी? आप असम के संस्कृति या सनातन संस्कृति के लिए क्या आप मानते हैं ये कोई एक थ्रेट है?
एक तो सनातन संस्कृति इन ए मैक्रो लेवल, बट इन माइक्रो लेवल हमारे असम में हिंदू मेजोरिटी जितना जिले थे, आउट ऑफ दैट टुडे 12 से 14 जिला में हिंदू आज माइनॉरिटी हो चुका है. हमारे जमीन का ऊपर दबाव बना हुआ है. मंदिर सत्र का भूमि का एनक्रोचमेंट हो रहा है. आज लाभ जहाज का संख्या हर दिन बढ़ते रहा है और बहुत सारे जो हमारे सामाजिक सुरक्षा था, सांस्कृतिक सुरक्षा था, उसका ऊपर आज बहुत बड़ा प्रश्नबोधक क्वेश्चन मार्क लगा हुआ है.
तो हिमंत जी ये राष्ट्रीय मुद्दा क्यों नहीं है अभी तक? भारत के जितने लोग इस बातचीत को सुन रहे हैं वो जानना चाहेंगे कि अभी तक ये राष्ट्रीय मुद्दा क्यों नहीं है विवाद का.
देखिए, ये राष्ट्रीय मुद्दा होना चाहिए. मैं हरदम बोलता हूँ. आज आप देखिए त्रिपुरा में डेमोग्राफी चेंजिंग वेरी फास्ट. असम में डेमोग्राफी बहुत स्पीड से चेंज हो रहा है. बंगाल में स्पीड में चेंज हो रहा है. अभी बंगाल से झारखंड और बिहार में उसका इम्पैक्ट साफ दिखाई देते हैं. आज ये हमारे हिंदू के लिए और जो भारत का ओरिजिनल मुसलमान है, मैं इसको थोड़ा सा, एक हिंदू बोलने से आजकल लोग बोलते हैं आप कम्युनल है, मैं ये बोलना चाहता हूं कि भारत का हिंदू और जो ओरिजिनल मुसलमान है सबके लिए आज ये बहुत बड़ा खतरा बना हुआ है। का सामने ये बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है और अभी इसको एक वोट बैंक बनाने का कोशिश हो रहा है, ये और ज्यादा खतरा का विषय बन चुका है।
Viewers, the other top focus now, the Karnataka government has cleared a bill to reserve 70% of the non-management and 50% of the management level jobs in private sector firms for Kannadigas. Now, DK Shivkumar has also in a post followed the deletion of a Tuesday evening post declaring 100% reservation for Kannadigas in all Group C and Group D jobs in private companies in the state. I also want to now go across to industry corporates and also to Muralidhar, former president of the FKCCI, to get in an understanding of what really does this mean and how, as someone who's been at the forefront of leading industries in the state of Karnataka, feeling about this kind of a move.
This is certainly a retrograde step. I think no thought process has gone into before formulating this policy. I think the government should revisit its decision and scrap this completely, because it is a totally impracticable solution to the employment problem, because simply there are no sufficient number of people available for the local entrepreneurs to hire. So in which case it is very difficult to get only Kannadigas to run the businesses.
I completely agree with you, and I also want to get in a sense, Mr. Muralidhar, on this. If they want to promote Kannadigas for jobs, they should spend money on higher education, giving training to them, not like this. What do you think they're trying to achieve through this?
I think the government is playing to the gallery. I don't think they have done any homework on this. You see, we are running multiple businesses in and around Bangalore, and in most of the businesses we have people from all over India working. We just don't get people from Karnataka to work for us. Especially in the hospitality industry, we have chain of restaurants. 90% of the people working in hospitality industry is only from Northeast. So what does the government expect us to do? It wants us to shut down the business and just stay at home? I think a better sense should prevail, and they should revisit this whole concept and scrap it, I think. I think we also have some experience in some states like Haryana, where they tried to implement this kind of reservations, and they failed utterly. I do not know why they want to try to get back the same thing and commit the same kind of mistakes.
Mr. Muralidhar, I completely agree with you, and you're someone who's been at the forefront of this as the president. I also want to ask you, National Association of Software Companies has asked the Karnataka government to withdraw this decision. It's warned the Siddaramaiah government that if they don't do this, restrictions would force companies to relocate, and this could actually be the end of Bangalore as India's IT capital.
It's 100% correct. You know, if you see, there have been many studies and many global companies come to Bangalore because of the availability of manpower. You know, the Bangalore has become a knowledge capital of the country, and in this part of the world, if any organization wants to set up any knowledge-based business, and if they want to ramp up the strength, there is no other better place than Bangalore. So in which case, if the government thinks that just by passing a legislation, they can change the whole structure of employment. I'm sorry, they are living in some fool's paradise.
I completely agree. I think also, lastly, my last question to you, sir, as the former president of the FKCCI, all local companies are, they say, to have 50% management, 75% non-management roles reserved for local. The government, it seems, is going to be appointing some employees per company to oversee. Does this not also spark off some sort of a corruption that could possibly happen at each level?
Absolutely. I mean, the question is, the employers don't have a choice. If there is a choice to select from Kannadigas and non-Kannadigas, we would be happy to give a job to the Kannadiga.
Yes.
There is no availability of people in Bangalore for all the kinds of skills we require. So what do they want us to do?
Yes. I wholeheartedly
just
agree
shut
with
down
you.
the shops and
Yes.
go back.
And it's a bizarre move. It's clearly playing for their vote bank politics, but it's an unheard of policy that needs to be taken back. I thank you,
Absolutely.
sir. I thank you for being with us. Viewers, the other top focus now, there are shocking revelations from Bengal's Kultali region, and as a secret illicit tunnel is unearthed. Allegations of ties between accused Saddam Sardar, the ruling Mamata Banerjee government, spark controversy. Here's that report.
Huge revelations have come in from Bengal's Kultali region. A secret illicit tunnel. Police chasing the accused.
Let me show you visuals that are coming of Amit Shah, who's coming out. He's just met the Prime Minister. Those visuals on the screen showing that crucial meeting that took place between Amit Shah and the Prime Minister. These are visuals coming in of that meeting that has got over. And Amit Shah is coming out of that critical meeting that took place. We're also right now being told, these are exclusive visuals right here on Republic TV, when Shah is seen leaving the Prime Minister's 7 Lok Kalyan Marg residence after meeting the Prime Minister. Extremely critical, coming at a time when we are seeing infighting within the BJP in UP, and also other crucial decisions that have to be taken. Live visuals coming from 7 LKM New Delhi, where Union Home Minister Amit Shah met the Prime Minister, and visuals coming of him leaving the Prime Minister's official residence. And there's much more details that are going to be coming up right here after the show, or other than on other shows. Keep watching Republic TV.
That has called a Republican president a tyrant, a dictator, said it would be the end of the United States of America as we know it, said he would make us a laughingstock on the global stage. And those are exact quotes, actually, of what they said about Abraham Lincoln. That has called a Republican president a tyrant, a dictator, said it would be the end of the United States of America as we know it, said he would make us a laughingstock on the global stage. And those are exact quotes, actually, of what they said about Abraham Lincoln. Saw the Lincoln hat. You might have wanted me to remember that. Those were words that the Democrat-led media said about the first ever Republican president before he was shot and assassinated in 1865. So think about that in the moment that we live in today. We came within, Lincoln actually spoke at this convention. It was at a Republican convention. It was at a Republican state convention, I think in 1858, when he said, "A house divided cannot stand." That was on the eve of a nation that was on the brink of civil war.
That's right.
I think we came within a hair's breadth of a second civil war in this country, and we avoided it.
Yes.
And I think it's because God intervened. And I believe that He has given us a chance to answer His call.
Amen.
And I think that's the moment we live in right now. Is the hard part is we are in a kind of war in this country.
We are.
But the enemy is not our fellow citizens.
No.
Actually. It is an ideology.
That's right.
And so this is the work we have cut out ahead of us, is how do we win this war while still viewing our neighbors as our fellow citizens and not as our enemy combatants? Are we up to that challenge? I believe we are.
Exploiting identity politics. Congress government brings in shocking quota bill. Is Karnataka only for Kannadigas? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
And the country's top two leaders met today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met Union Home Minister Amit Shah at his residence. Visuals that are coming in exclusively only on Republic TV. First, an exclusive show. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has reached his residence. There could have been a whole set of issues they could have discussed, panning from the BJP infighting to the budget and also the assembly elections that are around the corner. We slip into a quick break, but first an exclusive on Republic TV. Visuals on your screen of Amit Shah reaching his residence.
Uttar Pradesh BJP feels aftershocks after Lok Sabha polls. Will BJP leadership indulge? UP BJP rebels. Yogi puts his foot down. Will he get a free hand? Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
Amity University Dubai has been awarded as the best university campus in the Middle East by Forbes magazine and recognized as the best university for job placements. Jumpstart your global career in Dubai with Amity, with faculty and students from over 50 nationalities. Visit amity.edu/Dubai.
Hotel Management with AI. Join International Institute of Hotel Management.
We noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building. beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. Pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. He's going down! And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody over there was screaming, he's been shot, he's been shot. So I made my way over. I said, I'm an emergency department physician. Let me help you. The guy had spun around, was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here. There was lots of blood.
We're all standing there and he's doing a speech. And then he has us looking at the board and we're looking at the board. And I was looking over to my right side, which was
Siddaramaiah government exploiting identity politics. Congress government brings in shocking quota bill. Is Karnataka only for Kannadigas? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Karnataka government gives not to bill mandating 100% quota for Kannadigas in private firms, faces massive backlash. At BJP state executive meeting in Kolkata, Suvendu gives a call, "Jo hamare saath, hum unke saath." Secret tunnel connecting to canal unearthed underneath fake gold idol dealer's house in Bengal.
असम में मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 40% हो चुका है। 1951 में 12%। हम जिला की जिला खो चुका है। तो मेरे लिए ये मुद्दा पॉलिटिकल नहीं है, मेरे लिए ये जीना और मरने का मुद्दा है।
Assam Chief Minister Himanto makes a big claim, says Muslim population on the rise, and that it's a matter of life and death. A huge infighting in the Uttar Pradesh unit of the BJP as Yogi seeks major changes in the cabinet. The UP BJP chief offers to tender resignation. Elements All right, welcome friends to this 7:30 live and breaking. In fact, there is a crisis spanning out in the Uttar Pradesh unit of the Bharatiya Janata Party post the less than expected results in the Lok Sabha polls. And as part of that, in fact, we are getting pictures live from outside Raj Bhavan in Lucknow, where UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has gone to meet Governor Anandiben Patel, and those pictures are from the Raj Bhavan there. Earlier, in fact, we had the UP State Unit President of the BJP, Bhupendra Chaudhary, meeting Prime Minister in New Delhi and offering to resign from his post. He has been asked to continue till the next arrangement is made, which is likely to happen
over about 2 months. But remember the comments or the kind of comments that UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has been facing, the kind of attack in fact he has been facing on his leadership from the state party leaders, including the likes of Keshav Prasad Maurya, who happens to be the Deputy Chief Minister, suggesting day before yesterday that party is bigger than the government. In a way, he was indicating that he is willing to move out if need be in the power tussle that's really happening between Yogi and his detractors in the state unit of the party. Though, of course, the meeting of Chief Minister with Governor Anandiben Patel is about the upcoming budget session of the Uttar Pradesh State Assembly. But the crisis actually panning out in the state unit, reaching Delhi today with the state president Bhupendra Chaudhary meeting the Prime Minister. And yesterday we had Keshav Prasad Maurya, who had lost his election, and meeting party president JP Nadda. So the kind of combat we have seen between UP Chief Minister and his detractors in the party does not look good. And the national unit, in fact, national leadership of the party taking note and calling all these leaders rebelling against Chief Minister to Delhi. And it is believed that the crisis might have been resolved, but we have to wait and watch for that. We'll keep close track of those developments taking place in Uttar Pradesh unit of the BJP, with the knives literally out for Yogi Adityanath after the Lok Sabha results that were below expected numbers. Of course, the Chief Minister believes that this is because the tickets, the way the tickets were selected, he was not listened to. Moving on from that story to Bengal, where the leader of opposition in Bengal, Shubhendu Adhikari. No, in fact, we have Himanta Biswa Sarma, Assam Chief Minister, making a comment. We'll come to the Shubhendu story later. Himanta Biswa Sarma has made a big comment while speaking to the press in Ranchi, where he said that the Muslim population in Assam has crossed 40%, and he said he was being conservative, and that's an area of concern, a matter of concern. It's dangerous, and it's a matter of life and death, in fact, for him. And he said that the reason is that these are mostly infiltrators from the northern districts of Bangladesh, and not the indigenous Assamese Muslims. Let's listen into what Himanto had said.
আমিও বলেছি রাষ্ট্রবাদী মুসলিম, আপনারাও বলেছেন সবকা সাথ সবকা বিকাশ। আর বলবো না, বলবো जो हमारे साथ हम उनका साथ, जो हमारे साथ जो हमारे साथ जो हमारे साथ हम उनका साथ, सबका साथ सबका विकास। बंद करो, नो नीड সংখ্যালঘু মোর্চা। আমিও বলেছি রাষ্ট্রবাদী মুসলিম, আপনারাও বলেছেন সবকা সাথ সবকা বিকাশ। আর বলবো না, বলবো जो हमारे साथ हम उनका साथ, जो हमारे साथ जो हमारे साथ जो हमारे साथ हम उनका साथ, सबका साथ सबका विकास। बंद करो, नो नीड সংখ্যালঘু মোর্চা।
पश्चिम बंगाल के सारे नेतृत्व थे, सेंटर के नेतृत्व थे। आपने एक वक्तव्य रखा कि मैंने राष्ट्रवादी मुसलमानों के बारे में बात की थी और आप सभी ने कहा था कि सबका साथ सबका विकास। लेकिन
वो तो गवर्नमेंट का स्लोगन है, पीएम का स्लोगन है, स्लोगन बरकरार है, उस स्लोगन का साथ सब लोग है। लेकिन एज ए बीजेपी फंक्शनरीज विथ माई हेवी पेन, हाँ, मैं कार्यकारिणी में बात रखा, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी पश्चिम बंगाल यूनिट को जो कार्यकर्ता बीजेपी के लड़ रहा है, कर रहा है, उसका साथ ही रहना चाहिए। जो बीजेपी का साथ नहीं है, उसका साथ नहीं रहना चाहिए। ये पॉलिटिकल बात है। इसका साथ सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, जो ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर और एनडीए गवर्नमेंट का स्लोगन है, इसका साथ कोई संपर्क नहीं है।
अल्पसंख्यकों को लेकर कहा था कि अगर जरूरत हो,
ये हमारी एजेंडा ही है, सबका साथ के लेने के। हम लोग कोशिश कर रहा था, आगे भी कोशिश करेगा। जब मेरा क्षेत्र में मैं जाता हूं, सब विकास का काम सब लोग को मिलता है, हिंदू मुसलमान सबको। उसका बाद भी बोलता है तुम बीजेपी, तुम हिंदू का पार्टी। ममता बोलती है और उनका आदमी भी, और बोलती है माइनॉरिटी लोग भी, जो गांव में जाता है पत्थरबाजी होता है, ब्लैक फ्लैग दिखाता है, मोदी जी मुर्दाबाद स्लोगन करता है, हम लोग का गाड़ी में ढील पड़ता है, बोलता है हिंदू पार्टी आया। क्यों हम लोग हिंदू पार्टी? हम लोग तो सबका साथ, सबके लेकर काम करता है। हमारा नेता, हमारा प्रधानमंत्री, हमारा सरकार जितना भी स्कीम किया है सब देशवासी के लिए किया है। इसलिए मैं जो बात रखा है वो बात मेरा पर्सनल है और पॉलिटिकल है। इसका साथ गवर्नमेंट का स्लोगन का कोई संपर्क नहीं है।
आपने एक वक्तव्य रखा कि मैंने राष्ट्रवादी मुसलमानों के बारे में बात की थी और आप सभी ने कहा था कि सबका साथ सबका विकास, लेकिन
वो तो गवर्नमेंट का स्लोगन है, पीएम का स्लोगन है, स्लोगन बरकरार है, उस स्लोगन का साथ सब लोग है। लेकिन एज ए बीजेपी फंक्शनरीज विथ माई हेवी पेन, हाँ, मैं कार्यकारिणी में बात रखा ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी पश्चिम बंगाल यूनिट को।
All right, BJP is disquiet over the Muslim vote bank pattern. They are coming out with Shuvendu, the leader of opposition in Bengal, expressing his angst that the Muslims did not vote for the party despite Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas slogan. So should that be jettisoned? He was asking rhetorically earlier. We also had Himanto Biswa Sharma, the Assam Chief Minister, expressing his angst at the demographic change taking place in his state. Of course, that's prime time news, and there's going to be debate also later with Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami. But for now, moving on to another story from the east, from Bangladesh. In fact, it's been a few days since student violence is panning out across important university campuses in our eastern neighbor, and essentially student wings of the two parties, that of Sheikh Hasina and Begum Khaleda Zia respectively, out on the streets in pitched battles, which has led to 100 or over 100 students getting injured. Essentially, the issue is Sheikh Hasina government's decision to allocate a 30% quota of jobs and of admissions for those who are classified as freedom fighters. Remember, Bangladesh came into existence in 1971 after its secession from Pakistan and independence from Pakistan, in fact. And since then, there is a group of citizens classified as freedom fighters, and Sheikh Hasina rewarding them. Let's look at those details of what's really happening in Bangladesh.
Stones hurled, tear gas fired, dozens charging with batons. These are the scenes from Bangladesh's capital city, Dhaka. Violent clashes were reported between a pro-government student body and Jamaat-ul-Mujahideen Bangladesh-backed student. The fighting is over a recent decision of the Sheikh Hasina government to allot job quotas to 1971 war heroes and their families. Hasina's political rival, Khalida Shia's BNP, is supporting the JMB-backed Chhatra Dal.
কেনে ছাত্র দলের গুন্ডারা সহ শিবির সহ সবাইকে একসাথে তারা হচ্ছে কার্যনে প্রতিটা হলে হলে ছাত্রলীগের যারা নেতাকর্মী আছে তাদের রুম ভাঙচুর করে সেখানে তারা হচ্ছে এই কার্যনে অবস্থান নেয়। সেই পরিপ্রেক্ষিতে আমরা এখানে জমায়েত হয়েছি, দেখা যাক যে সত্যের জয়।
Dozens were left injured in university campuses. Clashes even spilled to Dhaka University, leaving more than 100 students injured.
ওটা যৌক্তিক সংস্কার চাইছিলাম, আমরা আর কিছু চাই নাই। আমি টাকাবাসীর পড়ালেখা করতেছি, পড়ালেখা করার পর 6 বছর পর যদি আমার কোনো জব না হয়, এই যে আমার পরিবারের ভোগান্তি, আমার ভোগান্তি সরকার নিবে।
The clashes come against the backdrop of a raging debate whether the 1971 war heroes, women, disabled and some other ethnic groups should get government reservations. But in the garb of these deadly street fights, many believe it is the BNP and the radical JMB which is trying to foment law and order disruption in Bangladesh.
Secret tunnel connecting to canal unearthed underneath fake gold idol dealer's house in Bengal. Jammu and Kashmir police files case against unidentified individuals for raising pro-Palestine slogans. Bangladesh shuts universities, colleges indefinitely after anti-quota student protests kill. All right, friends, Karnataka State Cabinet has passed a legislation which is of course going to come up in the assembly, which puts domicile as a category for reservations in private sector jobs, which means that up to 50% jobs to be reserved for Class C jobs and 70% reservation for Class D jobs and similar number, 50% or more for managerial quota jobs. The numbers are still being contested because there has been some confusion with Chief Minister Siddaramaiah putting out two posts and deleting one. Let's look at the details of this story as it is emerging. Another primetime story being debated at 8 p.m.
Is a very regressive, undemocratic, fascist, totalitarian move without application of any mind. Let me explain. You want to give 100% C and D position to Kannadigas. Where are the people? Ask all the construction companies, where is the labor coming from? There are no Kannadigas to work in the metro. Metro is behind. The contractor is saying we don't have enough people. Talk to all construction companies and find out who is coming and working. Where are the Kannadigas? Have these people applied their mind to find out whether what is that is happening? If Kannadigas don't come, what do? Then they say we must work jointly with government to train Kannadigas to come. They don't want to do this job. They don't want to do construction job. Ask D.K. Shivkumar, who knows real estate very well, who is the Deputy Chief Minister, whether wherever he has invested or his friends are, whether he, there are enough Kannadigas for a job. They know people. So what are they going to do? I mean, on what basis have they said all this C and D? You ask all the, jig companies for all the delivery boys. Where are they coming from? Are they discriminating against Kannadigas? They want people. They're not getting people. So what are you supposed to do? Then they says, if you don't get local people, you must work with government to do development, skill and all that. Where are the people to skill? I don't know what. Is there application of mind at all? There's no application of mind. Then the definition of local. Who is the local person who is born here, domiciled for 15 years, and who can read, speak and write Kannada? Yeah. Read, speak and write Kannada. And then, otherwise, you should have in your school saving certificate that you can you have studied Kannada. And then you must do a test by a nodal agency. What is this test? Now, I can speak Kannada. I can't read and write easily because, we've forgotten. I studied in school. Of course, I got a certificate. If the people who are not studied in school, who are shift for 45 years, they shift the job, they'll not be considered local. People shift jobs in Bangalore in technology. So when you go to a new job, you're a new person. Are you local? Look at the local difference. Is it feasible? It's ridiculous. How can a chief minister who's been chief minister so many years, a deputy chief minister who wants to build the brand for Bangalore, the businessman, how can an IT minister who just made an announcement about GCCs and promoting, which is very good, accept this in the cabinet? And how can an industry minister who has traveled all over the world to get investment think that others will accept this? They will not accept it. Why do big global employees come to Bangalore? Because they've got the best talent here. When they hire people, they don't look at a gender. They don't look at your background. They only see, are you capable? Do you have the skills? And they hire you. Now, what is this? And then they say, if you're an employer of more than 100 people, on your recruitment committee, a government official sits. Who is this government official? Why should you sit on a requirement committee? You do recruit every day. You sit every day. There are some 50,000 companies with more than 100 people in Bangalore. It's for manufacturing, it's for garments, it's for everybody.
Has the government failed to take the stakeholders into confidence?
I don't think they discuss. If they discuss, everybody would have objected to this. You think they discuss with anybody? They're not discussed anybody. Some people have done this thing, they're not in apply their mind. I don't know in the cabinet whether all the members have read everything. How can the IT minister not protest against this? How can the chief minister not protest? It's so ridiculous.
Do you think that at least providing certain provisions in the recruitment of highly...
No. Look, today there is no shortage of job for Kannadigas. There is no discrimination against Karnataka. And you can't define Karnataka is against Article 19. You can't define. Even I may not be a Karnataka, I'm born here, I grew up here, I built industry, I'm an accomplished person. If I go for a job tomorrow, I will not qualify. I will not qualify. And who are they to tell me whether I am qualified or not? How can they, on basis of language, decide who is qualified, who is not qualified? That's not their job. There's something called the Constitution. And there are same people who said, we'll protect Constitution, we'll do this. This is illegal. When Haryana did it, it was struck down. Yeah. It was struck down by the court, saying there's not reasonable restriction. So what are they trying to do? I don't understand. They destroyed the brand for Bangalore, destroyed the brand for Karnataka. Even if they withdraw it, which we hope they should withdraw, our people will go to court. Everybody is going to oppose it. I don't find anybody supporting it. If they withdraw it, there'll be a black mark against them. People will not trust them.
Has this been done for the sake of vote bank politics?
What vote bank politics? Karnataka's don't want all this. Karnataka's don't want all this. Karnataka's want jobs to grow. C&D, most people don't want many jobs. Will C&D, all C&D gig workers, will they say only Karnataka's, will they come and work? Where are the Karnataka's to work? There are no Karnataka's to work in garment. Yes, garment industry. Are enough Karnataka's coming to work in the garment industry? No, they're not coming. What are they trying to do? I don't understand. Have they applied their mind? I don't know. I mean, there's no application of mind at all.
You say that it should be junked.
It should be totally junked. Other Karnataka's future is gone. People will not come and invest. Many people will not expand in Bangalore. They'll go away because they're very regressive. Now, what will they do? The inspector will come. They'll want to sit down here. Karnataka, as it is, lower level officials in many places are very corrupt. The inspector Raj will come. And then the violent people here who beat up people, saying you don't have Karnataka, they'll go everywhere and say, show me the list, show me this. What is government going to do? Send a policeman everywhere. When they were all beating up people, what was government doing? The police were standing there watching. Violence happened, right? Then only the police intervened. They must prevent violence. They didn't prevent violence. So what are they trying to do? I'm frankly shocked. And never in my last 40, 45 years of industry seen anything like this. That spoke about reservation, all that. We told them don't do it, but we don't know about this.
Let's look at some other stories from across the country in a Bharat in 5-minute wrap. The Delhi High Court has reserved its verdict on Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's plea challenging his arrest and remand by the Central Bureau of Investigation in the excise policy case. The High Court has also reserved its order on interim bail sought by Kejriwal. During the hearing earlier today, Kejriwal's lawyer Abhishek Manu Singhvi called the CBI's stand in the case a delaying tactic, arguing that the federal agency has failed to collate any new shred of evidence since January 2024. 4 leaders of Ajit Pawar-led NCP have resigned from the party and are likely to join the Sharad Pawar faction soon. NCP's Pimpri Chinchwad Unit Chief Ajit Gawane, Pimpri Chinchwad Students Wing Chief Yash Sane and former corporators Rahul Bhosle and Pankaj Bhalekar have submitted their resignations to Ajit Pawar. Ajit Gawane hinted at meeting Sharad Pawar to decide his future plans. The body of former Sikkim Minister R.C. Podyal was found Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde announced the Maharashtra Student Stipend Scheme for the youth in the state. Under the Maharashtra Student Stipend Scheme, an apprentice amount of Rs 6,000 a month would be given to 12th pass students, Rs 8,000 for diploma holders, and Rs 10,000 would be given to graduates. Under the Ladla Bhai scheme, the youth of Maharashtra would be allowed to engage in 1-year apprenticeship within factories. A stampede-like situation occurred near the Mumbai airport where job candidates had assembled on Tuesday morning. With their applications and documents in hand, thousands of job seekers assembled to apply for a limited number of vacancies for the post of loader at the Mumbai airport facility. Thousands assembled at gate number 5 near the Sahar cargo complex after they came to know about the walk-in interview conducted by Air India Airport Services Limited. After a fresh spell of heavy downpour in Kerala's Kozhikode district, initially under a red alert on July 16, they has now been placed under an orange alert for July 17 and 18 and a yellow alert for 19th and 20th. The Indian Meteorological Department has forecast extremely heavy rains for July 17, which is today, which is anticipated to persist for the rest of the week. The Directorate of Enforcement has detained former Karnataka Minister B. Nagendra's wife Manjula. Previously, a Bengaluru court granted a judicial custody to former Nagendra, former minister, in connection with alleged Valmiki Corporation scam till July 18th. The probe agency earlier detained the former Karnataka minister, followed by raids on several locations linked to Nagendra and MLA Basava Gowda Daddal in connection with the alleged embezzlement of funds in the Valmiki Development Corporation scam. The Anti-Corruption Bureau, the ACB Pune, has initiated an inquiry against Dilip Khetkar today, father of probationary IAS officer Pooja Khetkar, to investigate the unaccounted wealth owned by the family. IAS Pooja Khetkar, who secured an All India rank of 821 in the Union Public Service Commission exams, has been allegedly abused for misusing her authority. The complaint against her father, Dilip Khetkar, was made a few months ago. After Pooja Khetkar's issue has come to fore, the complainant has approached Pune ACB again. Action has been initiated on the complaint. A fire broke out at the famous Golati restaurant on the Pandara Road near India Gate here in the early hours of Wednesday. Delhi Fire Services officials said no one was injured in the incident. The fire broke out at 2:48 a.m. in the sitting area of the restaurant and soon spread to the first floor. 4 fire tenders were pressed into service and the blaze was brought under control within an hour. Slain gangster turned politician Atiq Ahmed's properties worth about 50 crore rupees, allegedly brought using money earned from criminal activities, have been transferred to the government. As per the authorities, the properties were attached by the Police Commissioner Court under sections of the Gangsters Act and 3 months were given to file a reply. But no evidence was presented by the party concerned as proof of ownership of the land, which led to the action.
Siddaramaiah government exploiting identity politics. Congress government brings in shocking quota bill. Is Karnataka only for Kannadigas? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Thrilled about the VP pick. He's a Midwesterner, so how could we not, being from Wisconsin, be happy? And he's got a compelling story. He won a tough race in Ohio, so I think he'll be great. It'll be a great ticket with Trump, J.D. Vance.
Well, I'm very excited about J.D. Vance being selected as the vice presidential candidate for the 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. I know him personally. He has a great history. He had a great upbringing. He's got a great story about how tough life was and what he has done. And he will be an incredible team player with Donald J. Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce that Senator J.D. Vance has the overwhelming support of this convention to be the next Vice President of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce that Senator J.D. Vance has the overwhelming support of this convention to be the next Vice President of the United States.
that has called a Republican president a tyrant, a dictator, said it would be the end of the United States of America as we know it, said he would make us a laughingstock on the global stage. And those are exact quotes, actually, of what they said about Abraham Lincoln.
Population surge scare. Amid claims of demography change,
मेरा असम में मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 40% हो चुका है। मेरे लिए ये जीना और मरने का मुद्दा है।
polarizing shift in Indian politics. Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Amity University, Dubai has been awarded as the best university campus in the Middle East by Forbes magazine and recognized as the best university for job placements. Jumpstart your global career in Dubai with Amity, with faculty and students from over 50 nationalities. Visit amity.edu/Dubai.
Thrilled about the VP pick. He's a Midwesterner, so how could we not, being from Wisconsin, be happy? And he's got a compelling story. He won a tough race in Ohio, so I think he'll be great. It'll be a great ticket with Trump, J.D. Vance.
Well, I'm very excited about J.D. Vance being selected as the vice presidential candidate for the 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. I know him personally. He has a great history. He had a great upbringing. He's got a great story about how tough life was and what he has done. And he will be an incredible team player with Donald J. Trump.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce that Senator J.D. Vance has the overwhelming support of this convention to be the next Vice President of the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, I am...
Siddaramaiah government exploiting identity politics. Congress government brings in shocking quota bill. Is Karnataka only for Kannadigas? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
This is the Republic Kitply Bio Bond Studio. Stay tuned for all the breaking news and updates. I'm Suesha Sawant. Let's get started.
Uttar Pradesh BJP feels aftershocks after Lok Sabha polls. Will BJP leadership indulge UP BJP rebels? Yogi puts his foot down. Will he get a free hand? Debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
Please give a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Faisal Malik and Mridul Sharma.
पेशेंस होना लाइफ में के लिए बहुत अच्छा पार्ट है. आप कुछ भी रहिए, आप मत पढ़िए, नहीं पढ़िए, कम पढ़िए, ज़्यादा पढ़िए.
The nation bid farewell to 4 jawans who were martyred fighting the Pakistan-sponsored terrorists in Doda. For the record, this was the 7th terror attack in a span of 40 days. And 48 of our personnel have lost their lives in a span of 32 months. And most of these attacks have happened in the largely Hindu-majority Jammu region. Of course, Pakistan is responsible. But there is also an election coming, we are told, in Jammu and Kashmir. And so we must ask, have we diluted the crackdown on terrorists? The problem is the moment you start diluting it, then people like Mehbooba Mufti, Farooq Abdullah, who are pro-Pakistan, benefit.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
This is Super Prime Time Max on The Debate with Arnab. Ladies and gentlemen, the Congress government in Karnataka, after failing to implement its fiscally imprudent and economically unfeasible guarantees, has decided that it will throw all its responsibility to generate employment, to give support to the people of Karnataka, to the private sector. Basically, government has a hands-off attitude. It has accepted defeat. And now, in an unheard of move, the Congress government in Karnataka has approved a radical law which calls for 70% reservations for non-managerial roles in the private sector and 50% reservations for all senior management and management roles in the private sector in Karnataka to only those from the state. This move has created shockwaves of unfathomable proportions. It is basically a philosophy which says Karnataka for Kannadigas, everybody else should leave. It has sent the entire great cosmopolitan city of Bengaluru into complete chaos. Imagine you are a business in Bengaluru today. You are told to immediately fire 50% of your managerial staff, 70% of your Group C and D employees, and employ only locals with domicile status, with domicile certificates. Because Rahul Gandhi says that Karnataka is only for Kannadigas. Ladies and gentlemen, what is this philosophy? We keep talking about nation first. This philosophy means they will say Bengal for Bengalis, Assam for Assamese, Tamil Nadu only for people who speak Tamil, who are Tamil domicile. It will stop nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. It will completely divide the country. And I'm not surprised, because this comes from a political party whose leader says that India is not a nation, whose leader says India is a negotiation between states. Viewers, this will ensure that people can't work in states they were not born in. Imagine if in Uttar Pradesh, Yogi was to say, in Uttar Pradesh, the private sector should only employ people who are domiciled in Uttar Pradesh. Is it possible? If tomorrow there were to be a rule which were to say that you can work in Delhi only if you're domiciled from Delhi, millions of people would be asked to leave, be sacked. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not just a law which will violate your rights under Article 19 of the Constitution to freely practice your livelihood. it will also take away from the last bastion of meritocracy left in our country, which is the private sector. What motivation will a new business, a new startup or an established company or MNC have to come and set up their enterprise in Karnataka? I know this will not stand the test of the courts, but the very thought that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress are thinking like this, imagine if they were to implement this across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, I come to you this evening with 3 debates. They're all very, very important and hot political issues. First, what I completely disagree with this view that the Congress party has, that if you're not from the state, you can't work in the state. These are one of those issues which I believe is an open attempt to divide the country for political benefit, short-sighted. Debating 2 tonight, why we believe that Yogi is the best bet for the UP, in UP for the BJP, and this man Keshav Prasad Maurya, who cannot even win his own Lok Sabha seat, is openly rebelling against Yogi Adityanath. Who's encouraging him? 9 o'clock tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the big story of the day. Assam Chief Minister says Assam's 40% population is now Muslim, and Shubhendu Adhikari makes a very controversial comment in Bengal. He says, I'm not doing Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Both comments triggering huge controversies, and here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on The Debate Tonight. The Congress government in Karnataka says it is going to go ahead with a bill calling for between 50 to 70% reservations only for Kannadigas in the private sector. Essentially, the Congress government says if you're not from the state, you have no right to work in the state. Chaos has broken out in the tech hub of Bengaluru. Corporate India says merit and talent cannot be set aside like this. Huge infighting within the top ranks of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Uttar Pradesh. Yogi seeks a major change in the cabinet, but his deputy, Maurya, is defiant, hinting at targeting Yogi. He says the organization is bigger than the government. Meanwhile, the state BJP chief has offered to resign after meeting the Prime Minister. Can the central leadership of the BJP and Yogi get the flock back in order?
मेरा असम में मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन 40% हो चुका है। 1951 में 12%, हम जिला की जिला खो चुका है। तो मेरे लिए ये मुद्दा पॉलिटिकल नहीं है, मेरे लिए ये जीना और मरने का मुद्दा है।
On the election trail in Jharkhand, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma makes a very sensational claim. He says the population of Muslims in Assam has reached the 40% plus mark. And he says that over 35% of the Muslims in Assam are from Bangladesh, with Bangladeshi origin. This opens a major debate on demographic changes in the important northeastern state. Is the reality of infiltration a rising cause of concern? As infiltration from Bangladesh takes center stage on a newsy Wednesday, police unearth a secret tunnel under a fake gold dealer's house in South Chobbish Pargana. Reports suggest the tunnel leads to a canal of the Malta River, which lies beyond Bangladesh. What is happening in West Bengal? And our lead story today, which we are also debating, the Karnataka government putting itself into a huge tangle after saying that the private sector in Karnataka, across Karnataka, whether they like it or not, have to reserve 50 to 70% of all jobs in their companies to Kannadigas with a local domicile certificate. Effectively, this will render hundreds of thousands of people unemployed overnight. Let's debate.
The Siddaramaiah-led Karnataka government has approved a draft legislation that proposes up to 100% reservations for Kannadigas in private sector jobs.
No investors has to worry. We want all investors to come to Karnataka. There are certain sections of the people who are well talented outside the state. We want them to work in Karnataka.
The bill promises 50% quota in managerial roles and 70% quota in non-managerial jobs in private sector for Kannadigas in the C&D employee category. Prominent Karnataka citizens, industrialists and trade bodies have called the proposal divisive, seeking rollback.
It should be totally junked. Other Karnataka's future is gone. People will not come and invest. Many people will not expand in Bangalore. They'll go away because they're very regressive. Now what will they do? The inspector will come. They'll want to sit down here. So what are they trying to do? I'm frankly shocked. And never in my last 45 years of industry seen anything like this.
The Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry has called the draft legislation retrograde.
FKCCI will urge our Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah ji, to please consult for the stakeholders, because practically whatever you implement, it should be practical. This law which you are enforcing, though we are with Kannadigas, though we are with the local people, and we also circulate and make awareness to our industry, service trade, that give as much job for Kannadigas. But there should be the quantum which they have specified. That is, I think, not appropriate.
Former Karnataka Trade Body Chairman has also hit out at Congress government.
Really a retrograde step. I think the government has to revisit it and really relook at it, and the best way forward would be to put this whole thing on hold.
The bill also calls on the industries and firms to arrange training for Kannadigas if found ineligible for the job. Amid the pushback, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has deleted his original tweet promising 100% quota and issued a new tweet. The government's appeasement gambit in the name of protecting regional identity threatens to drain the state of human resources while running its economy to the ground.
Ganesh Karnik of the BJP, Ajay Bagga, very well-known corporate voice, leading market expert. Ramesh Chandra Lahoti, President of the Federation of Karnataka Chambers of Commerce. Basavraj Itnal is a senior journalist who, I'm told, supports the government on this issue. And my first question is to Abdul Razak Khan, who supports the Congress. I spoke to quite a few people from Karnataka, from the private sector. They said that the government wants us to leave. This is just a way to make sure private sector leaves Karnataka. Because, you are saying that nobody can be given a job if they are not born in Karnataka, if they are not domiciled in the state for a period of 15 years, which if they cannot speak, write and read Kannada, and they must also have a secondary school certificate with Kannada as a language. If not, they should then go and pass a proficiency test and the government will decide that. So all these companies, Mindtree, Infosys, they will all have to close down shop. No, it's not a funny matter. That's what you are doing.
Let me explain to you first of all. Welfare of the people of Karnataka is supreme. People of Karnataka voted this government because it was an election promise.
Please watch this.
People of Karnataka voted Congress government to work for the welfare of Kannadigas. And the government is working for their welfare. 50%, that too in the category of C and D category employees. 50% in the management roles. Why not? All that the government is saying is give a chance to local talent.
Of course. Now, by that logic, one minute.
Where should the people
I'll tell you. By that logic, Ganesh Karnik, I want to draw you in. There are a lot of people from Karnataka working in National Capital Region, in Delhi and surrounding areas. All those people will also, Kejriwal will say tomorrow, Delhi for Delhiites. You should be born in Delhi. You should be domiciled in Delhi for 15 years. You should speak, read and write Hindi. And you must have a secondary school certificate with Hindi as a language. Otherwise, it doesn't matter your IT, business, MBA, media, you should all leave Delhi. This is so dangerous, viewers. And that's why Rahul Gandhi says India is not a nation. Now you understand why he says that. Ganesh Karnik.
Good evening and my greetings to all the co-panelists. I heard your opening remark before the headlines were read out. I heard you talking about the nation first doctrine of the central government. BJP as a party is 100% with the nation first doctrine.
Louder.
Absolutely no concern about it. Second part you should appreciate is that we as a political party at the regional level, at the state level, we also have the responsibility of taking the interest of the local people.
Okay, so you also want Karnataka for Kannadigas.
No, I'm sorry, let me finish it. Let me finish. Now they're talking of Group C and Group D jobs. I think it is quite reasonable to talk about these jobs to be reserved for Kannadigas. After all,
no, they are talking about managerial jobs also, more than 50%.
I'm not gone to the details of the bill as such.
I'm telling you.
Yes,
then that should apply to the board of Infosys also. And half the board of Infosys and half the board of Mindtree, if they are not, should be only Kannadigas.
Mr. Arnab, you have a reservation on the percentage for the Group A and Group B job.
No. I'm saying 50% of management jobs also.
Yes.
Right.
See,
which means that 50% of the CEO jobs must be have to be for people who speak Kannadiga.
No. Obviously, as early as 1986, there was a committee constituted by the earlier government under Madam Sarojini Maishi. She had given some recommendation, which is contrary to what you have suggested.
So you will all destroy the country like this. You will all destroy the country like this.
I have to make a point. Congress has brought this bill at this juncture only to divert the attention of the people of Karnataka. They are mired in controversies, they are mired in scams, and today they don't want to discuss about that issue, and that is why they brought a regional issue.
Doesn't matter. I'm saying that Ganesh Karnik.
Yes.
You are a BJP spokesperson, but look how you are competing with Congress when it comes to this kind of populism. There's no difference between you. It is pure populism. Tomorrow if they say, I'll tell you, it is populism, you have no independent stand. Tomorrow if Congress party says we want 100% reservation, you will say we want 101% reservation. You are competitive. You are only after the votes. You'll destroy the state.
No. As a state political wing of the party at the national level, we have to ensure that the state's interest is taken care of. Today we have issues in Bangalore. There are many issues in Bangalore.
Sure, so my point is then you agree. No. By that logic, you should have no problem if in Assam tomorrow Kannadigas don't get a job. In Bengal, Kannadigas don't get a job. In Mumbai, if they say tomorrow, only Maharashtrians, over 50% of all managerial jobs are for Maharashtrians in Mumbai, then Ajay Bagga, what will be the impact of that? In India's financial capital, I want him to give you a contrary view. Ajay.
Yeah, Arnab, I'm quite surprised that a national party spokesperson has not read up a 5-page document which came this afternoon, and he comes on the debate unprepared. If you look at the document, strategically, it is a mistake. I brought in money into Bangalore in 1996. Money was going to Mexico. My foreign bank, we put down $50 million in Bangalore, and we revolutionized the way banking was done in the country. We didn't look around to see, are we hiring Kannadigas? We hired the best talent, and we came to Bangalore because it was the best place. It was a cosmopolitan place. All the consumer product companies would do all their brand testing in Bangalore. We created such a brilliant atmosphere in Bangalore. Strategically, your competition is not Andhra, Telangana only. Your competition is Mexico, Philippines, Bangladesh, Vietnam, and the mother of all, China, sitting there. Your competition is AI now. AI is going to eat up 80% of jobs will be impacted, 40% jobs will go away with AI. Are you thinking of that? Nobody is thinking of that. First, economically doesn't make sense because we must get the most skilled people at the lowest cost for the business to do well. If we put in an artificial constraint, then
Sir, we are speaking
I have a statement coming in now.
1 minute.
I have a statement coming in now, Ajay. 1 minute. Razak, 1 minute.
Inspectors, you are putting the labor commissioners to come in and give Kannada tutorials and Kannada. So your skill development
take the local talent first.
you
If
are
you don't
making
get
a
the talent, then you are always welcome.
Your skill development role, which is a very
if you don't find the
difficult
talent,
job,
you can have
your
someone.
job of creating industries.
Now that the bill says is
We have a breaking news.
Punjab and Haryana High Court say.
Razak, please let him complete. Ajay Bagga is speaking a lot of sense. I don't know what is going on.
This will finish the country. What Sardar Patel did with 600 principalities, every state will go ahead and create these artificial barriers. You are creating an inspector Raj. That is what these 5 pages are doing.
How can we stand this? How can we stand, Mr. Bagga? Kannadigas don't have skill. Kannadigas don't have talent. You want water, you want land, you want everything. But you don't want to Group C and Group D. You don't want to give it to Kannadigas. How is it possible? Don't tell me Kannadigas have no talent. They are only suggesting that
the whole technology industry, you are taking it to a different stage. I am only saying you can't reserve it. It's discriminatory. The constitution doesn't allow it. Tomorrow it will get thrown out. You all know it. But you are just making political points. The High Court, Punjab Haryana High Court has already thrown it out. It is against Article 14, 15, 16, 19. And under Article 35, states are not allowed to legislate on Article 16.3. You have not only equality of law, you have equal protection of law. I have protection. I have 2 houses in Bangalore. I have land in Bangalore. I am not a Kannadiga. My wife is a Kannadiga. We lost all our lands in making of the dam. Half my family is Kannadiga. So don't teach me about Kannadigas. My family is Kannadigas. But you can't bring in something like this and destroy the economy.
Viewers, if you're watching this very important debate tonight,
I'm telling you today,
Ajay, if I may,
he's planning to buy a big unit in Bangalore.
Ajay, if I may, Mr. Karnik and Ajay, we have often taken great pride. Mr. Karnik, 1 minute, please. Mr. Karnik, we have taken pride. We have taken great pride in saying Ramesh Lahoti ji and Dr. Itnal, I want to start with Mr. Lahoti, we take great pride in when we land in Bengaluru, when we see the airport in Bengaluru, we say it is what Heathrow cannot be 100 years from now. But most of all, we take pride in saying Bengaluru is the Silicon Valley of India. Now, we take pride, but tomorrow, if in Silicon Valley there was to be a rule that 55% of all management jobs in Silicon Valley companies will go to people from Northern California, from the Santa Clara Valley to be precise. Outsiders not allowed. No more talent, no more Indian CEOs, nothing. Local pride. Santa Clara for Santa Clara. No Telugus, no Indians, no people from any part of India, no Kannadigas, no Bengalis, nobody allowed in Santa Clara. Oh my God, let me tell you this. Elon Musk would not be doing business in the US today. Wake up, realize what you are doing. Stop playing this horrible, dirty politics. Caste one day, language one day. If Congress party can do nothing better, then they should say we have no more ideas. In UP you play caste, in Karnataka you play the language card. What are you doing? Tomorrow I want to know. No, I'm sorry. I want to say something tonight. Let me say something to
We are giving
1 minute, Mr. Razak.
people.
Yes.
Where will the people of the state go?
Give opportunities to
Where will our
locals.
state
Give opportunities
people
to
go?
locals.
Why do you expect people
Ladies
of
and
Karnataka
gentlemen,
to work in Uttar
Razak, be
Pradesh,
quiet. Let me
New
speak
Delhi,
my
in
mind
Punjab?
tonight. Arey, Mr. Razak, listen to me. First of all, when I'm speaking, unfortunately for you, more people want to hear me than you. So let me complete what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, then Rahul Gandhi should not be contesting from Wayanad, no? Let somebody domiciled from Wayanad, who is domiciled there for 15 years, can speak Malayalam, read Malayalam, has a senior secondary school certificate from Wayanad, let him fight the elections from Wayanad. How come this does not apply to Rahul Gandhi? He can go anywhere, get a job from Wayanad. These politicians, viewers, if we are not careful, will break our country. I'd like to get Mr. Ramesh Lahoti on this, please. Mr. Lahoti.
Yeah. Sir.
Louder,
yeah,
please.
yeah. See, this, what the intention of the Karnataka state government on the reservation of the employees on 50% and 70%, we have told the state government to please reconsider, because you are not considered the stakeholders. We do agree that locals have to be given and the jobs will be given to locals, but the percentage what they have said, it is not practically impossible to make reservation for such higher side. So when we have to be feasible, it has to be practical. Let them start from 10%, 15%, so that, yes, we do agree, Kannadiga's local talent is there, we have to give them, but at the same time, we should also fulfill the category of the skill, because now we are taking Bangalore to global. We are Karnataka want to contribute 1 trillion. So we have to request it. Tomorrow the cabinet is there. It's a cabinet decision, and we have IT minister, BT minister, everyone we have requested. They are going to have a talk on Monday and let them come out with what they want to do. Because I'm making very clear. Yes, locals have to be given the job, but still, some percentage we can reserve for them. But this 50-70% practically impossible to implement.
There has to be merit. Are we a country for reservations only? Day in, day out.
No, I do agree. I do agree. Merit is there.
75 years after independence. 1 minute, sir. The Congress Party's only contribution to Indian society and culture is to say, first of all, India is not a nation. Then to do caste politics, then to do language politics, then to do domicile politics.
Across political parties, we are the people who create jobs.
Yeah, you are but then you take them on, sir. You take them on. You take them on, Mr. Lahoti. I want to ask Mr. Itnal.
No, that's why we are saying reconsider. See.
Yeah. Dr. Basavaraj, this will not stand the test of scrutiny in court. Other such instances have not. Then why are they doing it?
Arnab, it is not yet in the courts. Let's not jump the gun there. But, to say that this kind of reservation is unheard of, it's a little far-fetched, because Maharashtra government has done it earlier. Goa government had, done it earlier. So reservation in one form or the other had always been part of the, political discourse of this country. In fact, today itself, after the Karnataka government's decision, the Union Minister, Mr. Atawale, he proposed that there should be reservation for ST in the private sector. So this reservation debate is very much real for this country, number one. Number two, this entire construct of debate, to say that, to construct this debate as meritocracy versus reservation is highly misleading. It assumes that merit is born. Some people are not born with merit, and some people need to be lifted up. That is wrong. And again, and why were states created in Karnataka, in India, unlike US? What was the lines of creation of states in India? They were on language basis, right? Assam for Assamese, Tamil for Tamils.
No. What is this logic? Assam for Assamese, Tamil Nadu for Tamils. Why? We are one country.
We are one country, but we are federal.
Federal means what now? What do you want? You want 1 minute. Dr. Basavaraj, I want to ask you. Do you have family members working outside Karnataka? And are you a domicile of Bangalore?
Yes, I do.
Now, they should not be working there, because where are they working? I don't want to ask.
This doesn't say so.
Wherever they are tomorrow, they may be in Hyderabad, then they should not work there. They are snatching away. Your family members are snatching away, by your own logic, the rights of locals.
Just give 1 minute. Let us not draw wrong conclusions. Today's draft bill does not say only jobs for Kannadigas. It sets a limit. It is 70%, not all of them. Again, there are
70% reservation is left.
You are free to appoint
Okay,
whoever is available next.
so I'm
But
asking
it's
this
only
tonight.
Preferential treatment.
Ajay,
If in Karnataka,
No.
an industry is not taking Karnataka's preferentially,
Sir,
then what is the point?
you mean to say that you really think that the economy of Karnataka will benefit if you reduce significantly the influx of talented people who are not Karnataka's?
Karnatakas are not talented?
No, who said they are not talented? No. One minute. If I say that Ajay Bagga is talented, does that mean I'm saying you are not talented? I am saying that, no, don't make it a non sequitur. My question is that, are you saying that Bengaluru would have come to this point without the contribution of people who are not Kannadigas?
I'm not denying that.
Then what do you want to do, sir?
But point is, today in today's economic scenario, where the center has almost cut every scheme, every financial resources for the states, and when the state is elected by the people of the state, not by investors, not by industries.
You can't have a state for state approach.
How is state supposed
this
to
is
take care of its people?
extremely
And
provocative,
Karnataka
Ajay.
This was the election promise.
And BJP government also in Karnataka, whether it is Yediyurappa government or Bombay
Ajay,
government,
you see these
where
political
proposing
parties will compete with each other.
treatment for Karnataka's.
Yeah. This is the Mohabbat ki dukaan going on, viewers.
My only submission is, when we go to get money into India, 94 we opened to foreign investors. I have got billions of dollars into India. We have to compete with Vietnam. We have to compete with Philippines. We have to compete with China, sir. When we put artificial constraints like this, and it won't stop at Karnataka. I am saying I am half Kannadiga. My wife is Kannadiga. My family is Kannadiga. I have no issues like that. But once we start in one state, and a state which is leading on all the demographics, we have the highest per capita income. It is a very well-developed state. My family was, they grew HAL. Dr. Ghatke is my wife's granduncle who started HAL. I know the heavy industry which came in Karnataka. It did not come in the vacuum of Kannadigas not being skilled. It was because of the Mysore, policies that you had skilled people in Karnataka, that heavy industry grew.
I have breaking news. This
now,
is a big...
if we go back to a regressive point like this, is my only issue. 1,500 Japanese companies are sitting here. One very big company is sitting in Bangalore. Tomorrow, if we tell them the 5 Japanese directors will have to be...
No, I'm happy to inform you that my sources tell me that following the significant pressure from the Republic Media Network, and we have been the only network totally opposing this. I'm happy to inform you that my sources tell me that just about 8:30 this evening, 3 minutes back, the Chief Minister's office sources confirming that this reservation bill for private sector, following the media pressure, has been put on hold. They have decided not to move ahead with it. And they're also aware of the fact that the TDP government in Andhra, through Nara Lokesh, son of Chandrababu Naidu, has put out a statement saying that because of what is happening in Karnataka, all the major companies are welcome to move and relocate to Andhra. So these are two news developments I wanted to share with you. And I shall now move on with a big thank you to all of us for joining us on this debate, to debate number 2, which is on the fact that all seems to be not well within the BJP in Uttar Pradesh. For some reason, the Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya, who cannot even win his own Lok Sabha seat, who has lost a legislator's election, is just going in for locking horns with the very popular Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. How is this happening? A person as popular as Yogi Adityanath, why is he facing trouble from within the BJP in his own state? Let's debate.
Rebel voices within UP BJP are capitalizing on the party's losses in Lok Sabha in the state. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath faces a direct challenge from his deputy Keshav Prasad Maurya. After his meeting with Nadda on Tuesday night, Maurya took a cryptic jibe at CM Yogi. He tweeted, quote-unquote, "The party is above the government." But the firebrand BJP CM will not take the dare lying down. Yogi has put his foot down as he met the central leadership.
Knives are out in the Uttar Pradesh unit of the BJP against Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath after party's less than expected performance in the Lok Sabha polls. Yogi is under relentless attack from state satraps. Ironically, these are organization men who cannot hold a district panchayat election on their own shoulders. Keshav Prasad Maurya lost in his own assembly segment. Bhupendra Chaudhary is no speck on Yogi's popularity. Surprisingly, the national leadership of the BJP has allowed this chaos and challenge to Yogi despite knowing the possible adverse consequences of this on 2027.
Amidst the tussle, UP BJP President Bhupendra Chaudhary has offered to tender his resignation. He has been asked to continue for 2 more months. The ball is now in the court of BJP leadership. Will Yogi Adityanath be given a free hand? Who will the BJP High Command back in Uttar Pradesh?
Anila Singh of the BJP who is encouraging Keshav Prasad Maurya that he is rebelling against challenging Yogi. Keshav Prasad Maurya cannot even win in the Lok Sabha elections. He even lost the assembly election in 2022. Who is behind him, Anila? We must talk about this now.
My Ram to all. And who is telling you that Keshav Prasad Maurya ji is against Yogi Adityanath ji? Who is telling you? I don't think so.
Every morning he puts out a tweet. He makes statements saying, Sangathan bada hai, sarkar nahi. Is a clear and direct, it's quite clear to everyone, Shantanu, that he is targeting Yogi in this. The central leadership is calling him to Delhi to talk to him. He goes back, puts out another tweet. His son criticizes the UP government. I don't understand. Being in denial will not happen. There is a fight going on. Don't try to avoid it. What is the fight about? How can you challenge Yogi Adityanath in UP? So, without Yogi Adityanath, can the BJP win? Or have any chance of winning the next 27 elections?
Arnav, in the last 7 years, till 2017, such news of Yogi will be ousted, has been thrown out almost 70 times, right? This conspiracy theory is running the house of many YouTubers, right? That Yogi is out, right?
No, the story is also that some BJP leadership wants to cut Yogi to size. Is that true?
So that's keep happening every time, right? In 2021, 5th June is Yogi Adityanath's birthday. Because Narendra Modi did not tweet on Yogi Adityanath's birthday, Yogi will be out. Right? Then we realized Narendra Modi did not tweet for anyone because it was Corona
time. No, but please don't deny. There is a fight going on. There is a fight going on between Keshav Prasad Maurya and Yogi Adityanath. It may be one-sided, but Keshav Prasad Maurya thinks that he's a rival of Yogi. Tariq Lari, am I wrong? I mean, there is no point. I will ask you the question 20 times, you will not agree. All of India is talking about it. The BJP leadership is not being able to handle the situation. BJP leadership has to decide. You want Keshav Prasad Maurya or do you want Yogi Adityanath?
Can you just give me half a minute? Yeah. Just give me half a minute.
Yogi Adityanath, even in 2017, there was no face of a CM candidate in UP. Still BJP won. तो आज भी बीजेपी का कोई फेस नहीं है. ये हट जाएंगे, दूसरा आएंगे, दूसरा फेस आएंगे. उसमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. योगी आदित्यनाथ कौन बीजेपी का एक सिंबल, बीजेपी के सिंबल में काम होता है. जो उनके कोर बीजेपी में खड़ा मुझे
आपकी ऑडियो क्लियर है. ऑडियो
मेरे बात किसी को मानेंगे. बीजेपी एक अलग चीज है, वहां की थ्योरी एक अलग चीज है. 5 सिंबल मैटर करता है. आज मोदी जी को हटा दीजिए, मोदी जी का किसी और को हटा दीजिए. मोदी जी पब्लिक उस सिंबल को मान रही है. वो उनके कोर सिंबल को मानते हैं, किसी व्यक्ति को नहीं मानते.
Improve the audio.
ये बात आप समझ लीजिए.
Viewers, we have a very देखिए Anila ji, don't be in denial.
Allow me to speak.
Don't be in denial. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath himself has said that BJP has been overconfident, right? In ticket distribution, over 35 candidates who were supported by Yogi were not given the ticket. It is a known fact. You should not think that internal issues of the BJP are not known. They are known and we are discussing it. Right? Now, who is supporting Keshav Prasad Maurya? ये बड़े नेता कब से बन गए? ये बड़े नेता किसने बनाया इनको? ये कहाँ के बड़े नेता हैं? नहीं, आप हंस क्यों रही? सच्ची मैं बोल रही। मैं उप मुख्यमंत्री के बारे में बोल रहा हूँ बिकॉज मैं प्रैक्टिकल आदमी हूँ और आपको भी होना चाहिए तारिक जी।
Be a practical man, Arnab, be a practical man. When he is with the chief minister, तो आप उसके भी गुणगान कर रहे हैं।
No, I am very clear about it. You know the popular appeal of Yogi Adityanath and the popular appeal of Keshav Prasad Maurya. I am surprised.
No.
I am surprised today.
Popularity is of the
whatever. Now you have a problem with Yogi. That's something else. Okay. Anila.
Why such a loony laugh from this Samajwadi Party's spokesperson on your channel? I really fail to understand. There is no joke going around. And we know it very well that since 2017, since Yogi Adityanath ji became the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, this conspiracy has been going on. Every 6 months, अरे योगी आदित्यनाथ जी से तो संगठन में कुछ गड़बड़ हो रही है, अरे योगी आदित्यनाथ जी की और जो डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर है ना उनमें बन नहीं रही है, अरे योगी आदित्यनाथ जी की और अमित शाह जी की बन नहीं रही है. We keep on listening such stories. This is conspiracy against Yogi Adityanath ji. Yogi Adityanath ji is a very popular Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh and his popularity goes beyond the boundaries of Uttar Pradesh and beyond the boundaries of our nation as well. We know it very well. In Uttar Pradesh, there is no other leader who is so popular. If the opposition or the part and parcel of some of the YouTubers who want to play this conspiracy game, so they can do so. We are here to govern Uttar Pradesh. We are governing. In future also we are going to do that. अगर 2024 की इलेक्शन की रिजल्ट से उत्तर प्रदेश में अपोजिशन बहुत खुश हो रही है, साहब आप लोग तो फेल होकर खुश हो रहे हैं. केंद्र में सरकार किसकी है? It is ours. And there is absolutely no problem in between Keshav Prasad Maurya ji and Yogi Adityanath ji. And we have a system.
There is an open fight going on. There is an open rebellion going on. There is an open rebellion going on. You expect me to accept that? I am asking you.
इनसे जब कुछ होगा, मैं नीला जी से डायरेक्ट बात करूंगा जब दिन मोदी हटेगा, योगी हटेगा. ये जरूर ध्यान रखिएगा.
हटेगा जाएगा ये किस तरीके की भाषा का प्रयोग कर रहे हैं?
क्योंकि इन्होंने पर्सनली कमेंट किया है that I am something very laughter about laughter. I'll show her laughter on that day. जिस दिन हटेगा उस दिन बात करेंगे हम आपसे और डायरेक्ट बात करेंगे मैम, डायरेक्ट बात करेंगे हम लोग. आपका मेरे सिवा तो तीसरा आदमी इस डिबेट में रहेगा नहीं.
आएगा जाएगा खाएगा किसी
अंदर भाई मैंने जो बातें कही है सही हुई है. आज मैं कह रहा हूँ योगी जाने वाला है, मतलब योगी जाने वाला है. और कौन आएगा वो आप भी चौंक जाएंगे. नाम बहुत उछलते हैं, नाम उछलने वाले जो है बीजेपी में बनते कुछ नहीं है. नाम बहुत उछलते हैं. आई एम नॉट अ सपोर्टर ऑफ योगी, आई एम नॉट अ सपोर्टर ऑफ मोदी और नाइडर ऑफ सपोर्टर ऑफ बीजेपी. आई एम अ समाजवादी नेता और उसमें गर्व है मुझको. लेकिन जो हो रहा है ना, जिस हिसाब से जनता लोगों का घर
the type of support which they should have given to
I find it interesting, viewers. If you're, by the way, it is very crucial for the BJP to solve this problem. And if the BJP is supporting Yogi Adityanath, the central leadership of the BJP must make an open statement and make it clear. इशारों में बात नहीं होती है, शांतनु जी. और जो भी हो रहा है बहुत इशारों पे हो रही है बात. नहीं 63 से 33 तक पहुंच चुकी है बीजेपी. सिचुएशन बहुत गंभीर है. 63 से 33 पहुंच चुकी है बीजेपी. 10 बाइपोल होने वाले, 10 में से 5 सीट समाजवादी पार्टी के पास है इस वक्त. वोट शेयर आपकी 50 से ज्यादा थी, अब 41 पे आ चुकी है. And
Arnab, in 2024 campaign, Arnab, if you do in 2024
No, I'm surprised,
campaign,
I'm shocked. Actually, I'll tell you one thing before you speak, Shantanu.
Yeah.
Yogi Adityanath is beyond doubt a very popular leader. The most popular leader in Uttar Pradesh. one of the most popular leaders across the country.
In the country, almost
one of the
second to
star
Modi.
campaigners of the BJP across the country. I understand the party has not done well in UP, but the party cannot deny that over 35 seats where Yogi's candidates were not given seats in the last Lok Sabha elections. So you can't pile on the blame to him. Either which way, Kapil, it's very interesting to me, and viewers will note, Anila also note, that Samajwadi Party, Congress all say the only chance for BJP to do well if they remove Yogi. So please be clear about it.
Can I quickly come in?
Yes.
I will make 2 quick points. Here.
Louder, please. I can't hear you clearly. Little louder.
Yes. When last election happened, and BJP won in UP, what did the Honorable Prime Minister said? The Prime Minister said it is a semi-final before the final, before the general election. Now the irony is that you have won the so-called semi-final, but you have lost the final because that's a defeat on your face and your hand. Now let me give you another example. Now this defeat and whatever is happening
First
right
of all,
now,
this is just
UP,
too much for a party with 90 seats
Modi
to talk about winning the election. I mean, like, I don't understand your logic of a victory. Chalo, you are one. You are Prime Minister. You have won. You are running the government in UP. You are running the government in Delhi. In your mind, please continue. आपको जो अच्छा लगे आप समझ लीजिए.
No. I want to make an important point.
Yeah. So stop making any further unimportant points.
Yes. So, do you recall what did the Honorable Prime Minister said? Ek akela sab pe bhari. Now, we have a Prime Minister who takes credit of all the wins. But, if there is a defeat under his name, when the election is fought under his name, because he was the star campaigner, and in fact, every election votes are being sought.
Why are you so keen that Yogi
goes? Now, the point is, no. All I'm trying to say here is, why don't the Honorable Prime Minister takes himself the onus and accountability of the defeat? In fact, if you see all the elections campaign where Mr. Modi has fought,